Namaste, welcome to my channel Deep Astro Universe. In this video, I'll be talking about how you can simply see whether a particular Mahadasha is going to give you good result in your career or a bad result in your career. Till now, nobody has discussed about this technique. We all know Dashmansha, or we say Dasamsa, which is D10 chart. It's the 10th division of your D1 chart. Every house is of 30 degree. Every Rashi is of 30 degree. Now, when we do the 1/10 of every Rashi, that is 30 degree, then we get 3 degree for every Amsha. Okay. So, if we talk about the odd zodiac signs, their first Amsha, okay, first division in that Rashi start from their Amsha only. Like for example, if Aries is there 30 degree, then divide it into 10 parts. So first 3 degree of Aries will be Aries the Samsa Lagna. Okay. Similarly for Gemini, the first 3 degree in the Gemini will be Gemini the Samsa Lagna, and it will move ahead. Okay. But for the even signs, suppose you have Taurus Lagna in the D1 chart, and the first 3 degrees of Taurus Lagna, if your Lagna or any planet is there in the first 3 degree of the Taurus, that will start from the 9th Rashi, which comes in the Taurus Lagna, that is Capricorn. So the first 3 degrees, if any planet or Lagna itself is there in the first 3 degrees of the Taurus Lagna, then it will start from Capricorn Amsha, Dashmansh, that. Suppose, giving an example, if in the Taurus Rashi, the first 3 degrees, you have suppose Venus. Okay. So now this Venus will go to Capricorn sign in the Dashmansha. I hope this is clear. So for all the odd zodiac signs, the first 3 degrees start from that particular odd sign itself only. Okay. Aries from Aries, Gemini from Gemini, Leo from Leo, similarly Libra from Libra. Then it goes for Sagittarius for Sagittarius, then Aquarius for Aquarius. Similarly, if we see for the even signs, for here for Taurus, the first Amsha in the Dashmansh, the 3 degrees, the first 3 degrees start from Capricorn. For Cancer, it start from Pisces. For Virgo, it starts from Taurus. For Scorpio, it starts from Cancer. For Capricorn, it starts from Virgo. And for Pisces, it starts from Scorpio. This is how we see. Now, the particular rule that I am going to talk about is basically very simple. Now, you have understood how we can formulate or calculate the D10 chart from the D1 chart. How we can place the planets from D1 chart into D10 chart. It's a very simple technique. You can do it your own self by calculating the degrees. The same way you have to divide it by 1/10 part and then understand where it will go in the detail. Which Rashi? What will be the Lagna? Now suppose you have got a certain D10 chart. Given an example, your Lagna is suppose Leo. Okay. And rest all you can imagine, if the Lagna is Leo, then second house will be Virgo, then Libra, then Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, then Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Now place the planets accordingly. Okay. Now imagine you are going through a particular Mahadasha. You want to see whether your career will be good in that period, in that Mahadasha, or bad. Okay. So firstly look for where that particular planet is placed in the Dashmansha. Whether it's placed in the Lagna, second house, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, wherever. Okay, first you check that. If it is placed in the Kendras and if it is placed in the Trikonas, good. Okay. If it is making any combination with first house lord and the 10th house lord of Dashmansha, excellent. Okay. If it is aspecting the first house or the 10th house, again very good. But imagine a planet which is there in 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, extremely bad condition. And imagine that planet is even not making any kind of uh, conjunction aspect with the first house 10th house lord or first house or 10th house, then that Mahadasha is the worst Mahadasha for your career and profession. In next part I will try to make you understand how you can understand and delve more into this part by going through different Mahadashas and its Antardashas. Okay. So sometimes what happens, Mahadasha is really bad for your career, but still wealth can come, money can come through petty things or other things, unearned money. Then you have to chase the Antardasha Lord in this D10 chart. Okay, and its placement. Similar way, the way I told you how to check the Mahadasha Lord, the similar way you have to check the Antardasha Lord over there. First point, placement of the Mahadasha Lord. If it's in Kendra or Trikon, very good. If it is making any combination with the first house and the 10th house Lord of the D10 chart, if it is making any combination or any aspect, third point, with the first and giving its aspect on the first house and the 10th house, very good. And the placement of Saturn and Mercury also plays a very important role. How Saturn is placed, okay, that also plays a major role. Suppose your Saturn is placed in the 11th house, that means for your karmas you will always get the good outcome of it. Okay, your desires will always get fulfilled through your karmas. Okay, so similarly you can check how the Mahadasha will give its effect. This was my analysis for the D10 chart. Similarly, I will bring lot many techniques how to interpret different divisional charts with an easy method, and then I will elaborate with different examples to make you understand how it gives the effect. Thank you so much. Hope you really like this video.